What's up, y'all? Here with the Thursday crit on RGT. This is always a good series put on by Alex CRG. Taking different famous crit courses every week, putting them into magic roads, and he's doing a point series based on the USA Crit point series. So a lot of people show up every week. I have not been able to make every single one, but I still like the race, like the format. It looks like we got a lot of strong people here today. I believe we got Mike Lister in front of me. Yeah, a lot of fast names. Melville, always a attacking racer, good racer. So, well, I'll cover a couple things. One is I almost had to call an audible here and get over to the team time trial on Zwift because my new team for the Echelon Series anyway, Restart Racing, has been called up to the, I guess they're calling it the Platinum League now, not the Premier League, but the top level league in the Thursday time trial, the WTRL TTT, which is like one of the biggest events on Zwift, probably the biggest like recurring event in the esports, e-racing, cycling world. So they're like the top level race of that. It's invite only, and as such, it's a team time trial. You want to make sure you field a full team every week. So I was kind of like, it's teams of 8, and I was kind of the 9th guy on the list. So, hey DH, hey Hawker, welcome. Hawker, this is RGT that I was talking about the other day. So, yeah, hey to you guys. Sorry, just checking, making sure everything's good all good on the stream. But yeah, so those are teams of 8 on the WTRL time trial, and I was kind of the 9th guy on the list there. So if anybody wasn't going to make it, I was going to get the call up over there. Hawker, did that illuminate anything for you on the PC setup? It was honestly pretty easy. Yeah, I was kind of scared of it, but that ZPCMR group on Facebook, they have like full walkthroughs on everything. It takes a little bit of doing, a little bit of setup, but honestly, all I did was open the case, put a graphics card, and then update a few drivers and stuff, which all that stuff, like there were walkthroughs on it. And so now this PC just like stays with my trainer, and it's all one thing. Yeah, computer stuff is surprisingly simple when you get down to it. That was my first experience actually popping one open and getting under the hood. But it works great. I mean, especially Hawker saw my crit on Zwift yesterday. That was running Zwift in like the highest settings. So, and that was running Zwift in the highest settings with the stream on also. I think maybe I could get a little bit more frame rate out of it, but honestly, like, other than going to Zwiftalizer, I don't know if you guys have checked that out, but Zwiftalizer is a website where you can drop your log file from Zwift and it'll tell you everything. Like, it'll tell you all of your Bluetooth and ANT plug dropouts, what your frame rate was the whole time, your resolution, how good your shadows are. I might be able to eke out a few more frames per second if I really, went all in on a new PC build. But honestly, after looking at Zwiftalizer, I'm convinced that I can't see a difference between 30 FPS and 60 FPS. And then above 60, that's what this monitor maxes out at. So I would actually not even be seeing those frames, even if the computer was making them. Anyway, this is This race should be about an hour long. Hawker, what trainer are you using? Because if you have the right trainer, it may transmit power already, so you wouldn't need that. Yeah, I could see that, internet Tom. That makes sense. Luckily, these cycling simulators aren't quite on that level. So, new update on RGT. Is anybody noticing the new interface yet? Hawker, you won't need a speed and cadence sensor if you go with a Kinetic Rock and Roll Smart or a Kinetic Smart 2. Ooh. Oh wow. Those corners are going to be a big factor today. How cheap are you looking to go, Hawker? Because you can often find those for not too much money. You can get a Kinetic Smart that's not the Smart Control, but will transmit power for 300-ish. It's going to be more accurate too. I think those glitches with the trees are going on because gotta say, don't fully believe this guy who's off the front. Good to see some other Americans in here. It's a pretty technical circuit today. Yeah, I don't know what this guy off the front has going on, but see if he can do 7 watts a kilo for more than like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that's a red flag. Yeah, Deadly, if he wants to do 7 watts a kilo this whole time, that's over my head. Even if I was on his wheel, I'd be doing 6 and bad position on that. Good position on this one. Yeah, I'd be doing 6 watts a kilo to stay on his wheel. My FTP is around 5. So I don't know about all that. I think these graphics glitches, the game doesn't love it when you put a road right next to itself. I think it's doubling up on the scenery. So it's like, yeah, that's what I was thinking, Francois. I mean, it's feasible to do that kind of power for 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes if you're like really top level. But I don't know why you would do a 5-minute power test at the start of the race. Logic would dictate that you would have to slow down at some point. Yeah, Hawker, there's a lot of corners on here. And on RGT, you'll notice it actually slows us down for the corners. So you watch my numbers going red. That's the game slowing us down for a technical corner. So it actually helps you on here to back off the power, let it slow you down, punch back up again. All right, Lister, I know you got the stream on. Let's do this. Francois, what button do you hit to on the internet, Tom, Hawker, I don't have the steering on this one. No steering on RGT as of yet. But, what was I going to say? Oh, categories. They are working on a category system, but it will not be, ooh, I got to step on it. That's like a real crit. You're in a bad position coming out of the corner. You got to step on it for a second. The category system will not be built in like Zwift. It'll be a third-party thing that could actually be used across multiple platforms, it looks like. And it'll be based on race results rather than FTP numbers, which I kind of like. All right, Hawker. Yeah, so then you're kind of earning. It gives you something to race for. Like if you come in as an A, there's really nowhere to go in Zwift. Like, but maybe you're a triathlete who doesn't have much race experience in like draft legal events, or you know, who knows? But this way, everyone kind of starts low and works their way through. Yeah, Francois. Honestly, the steering is like one of the only things. Yeah. Internet Tom, it is very similar to the USA series. USA cycling system, I mean. Nice move by Melville there. The series of 180s is interesting because if you're in a bad position for one, you're in a decent position for the next one. Yeah, Ned, the colors under everybody's name are like a graph of how hard they're going, kind of. And then we've also got red numbers on the left. Might have a good line out of this corner. Yeah, Francois, it's been awesome. The subs, it's like it's never really exploded, but just kind of consistently ticking up, which has been awesome. Yeah, how was that 8-bar race? I think I'm doing an Echelon test event over there on Sunday. Put a few people in difficulty there. And I think that would be tough because, from what I understand, the breaking point depends on speed. So it's not always going to be the same for the corner if the group is attacking into it. We're going to break more in sooner. And if the group is kind of chilling, less and later. Yeah, I have seen that, Francois. That's going to be brutal. I fully expect to get my head kicked in the Echelon Series, but that's kind of why I'm doing it. I want to ride over my head a little bit. And that's what I normally do with cyclocross. Like, I do some local races where I'm probably going to podium. I'm going to try to do some bigger ones where I'm going to get my head kicked in. It's going to be a hard effort. The guy out front hasn't really slowed down. Anybody know who that is? Any info? An outside chance. Could be legit. Could be someone like one of the Canyons ETC guys, honestly, who's just here to check the platform out and can actually do those numbers. Ooh, bad line. I was going to try to snap through there, but auto braking got me. Slowed me down a little, as it should. I thought if I got a head of steam coming from the back, I might be able to find a hole. But alas, I was not. That's kind of like real life, though. Sometimes you wind it up and the door shuts. Ooh, that could have been dangerous. I got to get off the back and pay it for it. Ooh. It settles down a little. We can check this graph out. whoever made this course did a really good job smoothing the corners. It'll flow really well. Oh, it's so hard. Oh my God. That must have cut the group down from the, huh? Melville's always strong. And he's always aggressive, which I think RGT rewards that a lot more than Zwift does. Yeah, that guy off the front is doing a solid 7 again. I don't know about that. Yeah, agreed, Ned. If you're racing aggressive, you're always ahead of the sort of natural splits that form. Way less accordion effect up here. We'll try to do the work to stay up and not get swarmed. It's going to be key. Outside on that last one was brutal. Ned, I want to know why you're not out here today. You do well, I'm sure. I feel like I'm getting the flow of this course down a little bit better. That's helping. Ooh. Oh, gotcha. You doing the team time trial, Ned? That's actually, I don't know if you hear when I talked about it, but I almost got roped into Premier League team time trial today. Nice move from Mike there. Keeping it spicy. I do think this is going to be. Oh, nice, Ned. I do think this is going to be a race of attrition off the back. More so than a small group getting away from the front. Yeah, probably better for a sprinter than the team time trial, huh? Looks like you might have dropped a couple. Ooh. I should not have ripped it up there. Too technical. We saw an opening and some speed. That was my real life crit responses kicking in. Yeah, I do too, Tom. I've always said, like, there's nothing to these games but pedaling hard strategy. And if you're not actually pedaling hard, that neutralizes the strategy. So you're basically doing nothing. Like, there's no game to play. It's not even like GTA with God mode on or something, where you're doing fun stuff. It's like, I don't know. People seem to get a kick out of it. Also, notice that his numbers are red almost the whole time. And again, I could be wrong. Like, that could be a Canyon ZCC guy or something. I just saw an open door there, went through it. Nice counter by Melville. But yeah, that could be like a legit pro who's doing Echelon out here to check out the platform. But that doesn't make total sense to me. Because, like, what are you getting out of it? Like, you're just going solo from the gun. You might as well not have entered a race. Let's go do. Oh, and now he's at 0. Dropout? Who knows? So we're probably going to pass him. Ned, did that name come up on Zwift Power? Ooh. Almost got myself dropped there. You know, I heard something the other day that I think holds true though. Something that guys who do a lot of work travel will say, you're not missing any planes. You're spending too much time in airports. I think if you're not ever getting dropped, you're spending too much time sitting in. So, no shame in my game, man. People try to let Melville go, make people chase him, maybe counter that. Yeah, no, you're right, Tom. That is very suspect. Seems like we're at the better part of an hour, and he spent the better part of that over 6 watts a kilo. Seems like a little bit fishy. Which honestly, first time I've seen that on RGT, because you do at least have to have a power meter or a real smart trainer. Get on Blister's wheel here. Well, I'm just going to do what I do. Without Z-Power riders, which is pretend they are not there. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it. Most of the races on every e-cycling platform are under an hour. It's hard to find long ones on Zwift too. I think people have a mental aversion to being on the trainer that long. Yeah, Tom, RGT races, I find my power file looks a lot more like a real race from an RGT race. Let's see. Elbow seems like he wants to go. There he is. I can read him like a book now. Francois, I think some of the Echelon races are going to be more like 2 hours. I think they're shooting. Hey, Hawkers, welcome back. I think Echelon is shooting for between 1 and 2 hours. Francois, some of the Echelon will be that. Friday TT, Saturday crit, Sunday road race. They're all based on, well, except the first one. The first one is going to be kind of an intro to RGT. It's going to be all RGT courses. But after that, they're based on real life races. And some of them are based on all of them are based on real series. Ooh, I gotta get back on this. Come on, listener, let's go. Yeah, that'd be fun, Kelvin. Hey, Kelvin, good race on Tuesday. I saw you. I was dying on the volcano con. I looked over. You were right there. So, good work. But yeah, Echelon, some of them are based on crit series. So they'll be all crits, like the Gateway Cup. But then some of them are based on stage races, like Joe Martin. And I believe that will be TT Crit Road Race, or even TT Road Race Road Race. Yo, kudos to Alex. That's the organizer of the race right there, off the front. Yeah, Kelvin, I watched a lot of the earlier time slots and noticed people weren't getting gapped so much going up. Ooh, bad line. They were hitting the downhill coming off. So kind of adjusted my tactics accordingly there. Tried to punch over, improve. Because you really had to keep going hard on the downhills to make those splits. And I knew that it'd be worth more in the end. I'm talking with Kelvin about the VRL race we both did on Tuesday, Zwift Racing League. It's all team-based, all points-based. I knew that it'd be worth more points at the end to continually make the front splits and finish in the top 10 would be more points than if I went for and won, not that I would have or could have, every single intermediate sprint. So I kind of had that calculation in mind the whole time, and it paid off. I ended up 8th. We got way more points than I would have gotten otherwise. It would have been 15 points if you win every frame, and I got 20 something. And Kinsella's back to 0 up there. Very weak. Right, so I think the first race is also to showcase the real road courses. Before we get into the stuff that's going to be all magic roads. Yeah, I think I saw the indoor specialist guys not liking it. Those guys, that was their kind of a Zwift exclusive team. And a lot of those guys don't even race real life. They're like literally indoor specialists. Zwift kind of rewards being able to ride about like right around threshold, having a high threshold, and then maybe a little punch. So looking at those guys' power files from the one RGT race they did, they mostly rode it like it was a Zwift race. Walker, it's tough to say. They both have, honestly, like, variety is the spice of life, you know? So I think I really like the ZRL race on Tuesday. The points format is awesome. The courses and environments and stuff look a little cartoony, but they're cool on Zwift. But RGT, the racing is really dynamic. Yeah, that is 100% it, Graham. The top guys at Zwift are so good just at Zwift that any change is infuriating. Well, you're right about that, Francois, but it was a good race to select for the Worlds team because that Worlds course has a bunch of 5-minute climbs, just like Pienza. So I think it was a good move, ultimately. Not a good race for me, but I don't fault anyone for it. All right, last bit here. Last lap. Yeah, Francois, you really have to concentrate on exactly where your avatar is in relation to everyone else in a way that you don't on Zwift. Like your left to right position matters. Your relative speed matters. I'm predicting a cheeky move from Melville in here somewhere. All right, Francois. I'm trying to time this sprint just right. I sprinted way early and got boxed in. That was my bad. I forgot. I switched it from K to miles. And I saw 0.2 miles up there. And I went for it. And 0.2 miles was way too far out. I had a yeah, Ned, I screwed that all up. I had really good position. The second time this week I screwed up my pop. Yeah. Francois, I was trying to stay in a good position. And when I stood up and hit 1,000 that first time, I didn't realize how far we were. Again, what's up, Garza? Because I was thinking we were in kilometers. And I was like, why is nobody jumping? It's because we were still like half a K out. And we had that one corner left. So I way overdid it. Burned my sprint into that 180 and then got boxed on the way out. Woo. All good though. Good effort, good time. Anyway, I'm gonna be racing the Echelon test event on Saturday morning. I'll set that stream up soon. Sam, new update. There's a bunch of fixes for the internet. Like, if you have spotty internet, it should be more stable now. But also, you can put an elevation graph at the bottom of your screen. You can do picture in picture, I believe. Although I'm not doing that because it would lower my frame rate. And there are little graphs on everyone's name tag to tell you how hard they're going. So, thank you, Garza. Looking fast is half of the battle. Anyway, I'm going to look fast and I'm going to be fast on Saturday morning.